Hello friends, how are you? In this session, we will define different data types in the C sharp. So let's we move directly to my Visual Studio, um, and here we will define different types of um, data types. Okay. Now basically there are some integral data types you can say for saving the digits, for saving like to save the age, to save the salary, to save the numbers. We are using these type of variable. Now in these there are um, integer, there are, let me move. Okay, there are integer, there are short, sorry, short. Okay, and there are also big number, and I will not define all the things, but will just give you the explanation of which data types we can use. I will only show you the comments. Okay, and there is also a byte value, but I will not define here. Okay, now let's me also give you some example. Okay, now for the first one, for the integer, I think we already discussed it in our previous video. So we are using the integer type, and it is the variable name, and here we are assigning the value. So the integer type, sorry, the variable type, the variable name, and its value. And for the short, um, we are using short, the short keyword, okay, and the variable name and its value. And for the long, for the big number, if we have a very big number, then we are using the long and then the variable name and its value. So the integer type basically represents a 32 bit. Okay, it's represent a 32 bit uh, a 32-bit integer. Okay, and the shard basically it has it has not too much capacity as compared to integer. So if the variable value is a little small as compared to integer, then we have to use the shard. Okay, so it's basically a 16-bit integer, and in the big number we in the long we can save up to 64 bit. Okay, so these are basically the integral types. You can say integer, short, and big number. So it is very necessary to use the variable according to their requirements. For example, if you want to save uh, a very small number, then you should define the type short. I can also define here the integer. I can also define here the short, but it is necessary to use the right variable type. So this way you will write a good code, the efficiency will be good, and the memory usage will be good, the processing power will be utilized in a good way. Okay, now let's we move towards the other type. And the other type is the floating point types. Floating point types. And in these we have float and double. Okay. Now let's me also give you some example. You can see that uh, here we can save the decimal value in the float and in the pi. There is a little difference in the float. Basically, it represents a single precision floating point, a single precision. You can say that there is only 6, but the double represents a double precision. you can see that we can use here in this way. It is, I think, basically the pi value. Okay, so for example, you are a developer and doing development in a software company. Then, for example, you are working on a financial application and an accounting application. Then there will be lots of these type of variable you have to use. Um, if you are aware about the types, then it will be a little easy for you to use the correct variable types. Okay, you can explore these things also in more details, but in this video I just want to give you a little a short familiarity about. Then we have uh, the decimal types. Okay, in the decimal types we can I mean it represents a 128-bit precise decimal value. Okay, it represents it represents basically 128-bit value, precise decimal value. Okay, now let's me give also an example. For example, you can see that it saves a big number. If we come here in the short, sorry, in the double, we can save up to in the double we can save the double precision floating point, but in the decimal we can save 128-bit precise decimal value. Okay, now we can also use the character type. For example, you have to save only a, sorry guys, you have to for example, sorry guys, again it give me the auto completion code. For example, if you want to save a, b, or c, for these type of variables you have, for this type of values you have to use the character type. Okay, and we can define like in this way. Let's me define. So you have to write char, it is the type of the variable, and then for example letter a, and letter a value will be a. Okay, and keep in mind that you have to use the single quote. Okay, not this one, the double quote. It is a good practice. Okay, then we have the boolean types. Okay, and to define the boolean type you can say like you can use like in this way. Okay, so the value of these variable only true or false. Okay, if I assign here, for example I assign here, then you can see that it give me a compile time error, cannot implicitly convert integer to the boolean type. So I can either save true or false in this variable. So boolean is the type of the variable, it is the variable name, and it is the value. Okay, and then let's we move towards the other types. String we can define like in this way. I think it is a simple, and we define also this in our previous video. Then we have the object type, the array type, uh, the classes data types, also the structure data types. But in this video, we will not make the things very complex. So I will only keep up to the simple variable types. Now let's me also run the application at this time so that we can check. Okay. Now let's me, I think, move the code here like in this way. Okay, now let's be step over. You can see that its value is 30. Step over. I am not printing anything. Okay, so I can show you in the full window. Small number is its value is 10. The variable name is small number, big number, and you can say its value is these. Now let's move to the temperature. The temperature value is, you can say, the variable name and its value. The variable name and its value. Let's we move towards the price. Its value is these, and it is the variable name. And for the decimal, we are using M capital at the end, you can see. And let me also show you its value. The variable name and its value is A, 65A. Okay, if I quick watch, you can see the value, it's A. Okay, so you don't confuse yourself with the 65. Its actually value is A. Okay, and you have to explore why the 65 is coming with the character variable type when you are debugging the code. So it's you are like an assignment. So you have to check why when you mouse over why the 65 is coming. Now the other variable type is boolean, and you can say the variable name and its value is false, and the final is uh, as I did not the line is not executed. No, the value is coming as null. Once I step over, then its value will become John Deere. As I reach at the end of line, that is why my program terminated. Let me also show you string. Okay, I just want to show you the value of name because program was terminated after this line. No, let's me run again. Continue. If you, for example, you have one breakpoint, second breakpoint, if you can, for example, the debugger is hit at this point. Once you continue, then it will move to the next breakpoint. Let me stop the application and run again to show the things. Now the next breakpoint, for example, I put here another breakpoint. Just click here. Now if I click on continue, it will move to this red bullet, the debugger point. Now the next point is here. Let me continue. Now you can see that the breakpoint reaches here. All this code executed now. If let me show you the value. Okay. Now step 4, and you can see that the name variable value is no John Doe. Okay. Now you can define the variable in this way. There are different types about the classes, structures, interfaces, enums, and other data types. I will not define in this video because it will become very lengthy and the things will get complex. So if you have at least this type of data types knowledge, I think it's enough for a beginner, and you will continue in a good way. Thank you, and we'll meet you in the next lecture with the next topic. Thank you.